You are welcome to another exciting episode on Note the Point. Are you saying you are new? Then subscribe to the channel right now. Just do that and click on the notification bell. And if it's possible, watch the entirety of the video. Kante won the Premier League with us. He won the Champions League with us. He won the European Super League with us. He won the Super Cup with us. He won the Club World Cup with us. He's a World Cup winner. Surely he deserves a 3+1 contract, right? And this issue has been a center of contention between N'Golo Kante and Todd Boehly. And let us discuss this in detail. Good. So I just mentioned those achievements of N'Golo Kante earlier in the video just to tell you how much of a big player he is. He is a superstar, right? A player who has won the Champions League, a player who has won the Europa League, a player who has the World Cup to his name, and he's won a lot of domestic cups for us. Well, what can you say? He has achieved, he has done a lot of things. So you kind of expect that when such a player comes in and says that, okay, if you want me to stay in your club, if you want me to accept the pay you are going to give me, if you want me to continue to perform to the sort of level you expect me to perform, then give me this or give me that. Then straightforward. The thing is straightforward. You give it to them. You give them whatever they want. But there's an issue. There's an issue. N'Golo Kante wants 3 years plus 1. Todd Boehly says, no, I'll give you 2 years plus 1. And on N'Golo Kante's part, yes, I get it. You are at the last leg of your career at Chelsea. Who knows? Maybe you might not even play in Europe any longer in the top flight division. You're not going to play in these leagues any longer. So maybe you might move to a place like China, or maybe you move to the United Arab Emirates or America. What have you? So this might be your last contract for Chelsea. So you want to get or collect or drain as much money from Chelsea as possible. And I get that from Kante's camp. Todd Boehly says, Kante, I prefer that I give you 2 years plus 1. And I think that that proposal makes sense. And I understand the thought process behind that. Kante hasn't been available for us. No, guys, please count the number of games that Kante has played for us, whereby he's been injury free and he's been super consistent for us. Count the number of games. He's not been available for us that much. So you see why Todd Boehly would prefer that I give Kante a 2 years plus 1. You see why? You understand? He does not want to give money to someone he knows that he's not going to be as regular for us as we expect him to be. So it will be a throwaway of resources which could be used to invest in other areas of the pitch or in the same department. You understand the point? So I would say that Kante should accept the 2 years plus 1. And maybe he also accepts that he'll be coming off the bench as often as possible just to manage his body because he's not getting any younger. So we wait to see how things will pan out in this area. I think that the 2 years plus 1 will be good for Kante and for the club. I think so. But we wait to see how things will pan out. If they are going to come to a compromise somewhere so that each and everybody will be left happy. No one is denying that Kante is that bad of a player. We all know how good he is, the quality he possesses. The issue is his availability. Okay. But what if Chelsea and Kante's camp do not come on terms, okay? Do not meet on the middle ground. what should be the best option? I think the best option is to sell him. And I'll tell you why. Why selling him makes sense. You see, as I've already alluded to that fact, that Kante is not available for us. He's on high wages. I think he's our highest earner. If you get rid of him, you free the books, okay, to perhaps get another midfielder who would be giving the amount of money that perhaps Kante has been sitting on, and his inability to stay fit for an entire season is causing issues or problems. So I think for that fact, if we sell him, there is no problem because we play without him anyways. The second reason why selling him would make business sense, and it's also good for the club, is the fact that, look, Kante right now has a very high stock. A lot of big teams like him. Bayern would love to have Kante in their team. Juventus would love to have Kante in their team. PSG would love to have Kante in their team. You might be worried about we strengthening that. It doesn't matter because Kante is not going to last forever. So if you let him go, it doesn't hurt the team in any shape or form. Man City does not have Kante, but they are quite effective. Okay, so that one we shouldn't be worried about that. All we are concerned about is to get the value of this player, then use it to buy another competent player to fill in that void. That is what is important. You see, I think that if the value for the player is right, I think if we sell him for 40 million, it's not bad. The value for the player is right. I think the best thing to do is to cash in. So for me, if Kante's club does not come to terms with Todd Boehly, then the right thing is to sell. But what are your thoughts? That's my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Do you think Kante deserves the 3 years plus 1? Or you think Todd Boehly's proposal is right? Or you think that if they don't come to terms, he should be sold? Or you still maintain that he should be kept because he's one of our best players? Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later in my next video.